Ah! Woo! I was really scared of casting that MIquella's Light. Alright, well, there you have it. That is the entirety of Shadow of the Erdtree done as Miquella the Kind. I will admit, this last boss fight was not as interesting as I hoped it would be. Against all the other bosses, I got to use fun stuff, right? I used Elden Stars on a lot of them. I used Elden Stars almost exclusively to beat Rolana. I got to use it versus Mesmer, Gaius, and plenty of other bosses. And I even got to use Marika's Tree a little bit. But aside from that, most of my damage was done with multi-layered Ring of Light. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but Holy is doing good damage, but there's not really a lot of variety. You know? I mean, it's not really a bad thing, but it gets kind of boring at times, if you know what I mean. Like, I didn't even use Lord's Divine Fortification here, by the way. I didn't use really any of the buffs. I didn't even use Erdtree Heal, even though I have it equipped. But, like, against Radahn, I don't really have enough time to cast Elden Stars. I don't really have enough time to cast Black Blade. You know? Marika's Tree has a certain range on it, and I didn't really want to sit still, because you have to play with your range a little bit when you're fighting Radahn. Unless you want to stay right up on him and cast, but that didn't feel good. I even tried using Cypher Pata, but the damage was just so horrendous that I, like, couldn't bring myself to keep doing it. But either way it goes, I feel like that's about as good as we could have done. I got to use some of the other more fun holy spells against some of the other bosses, but of course, at the end of the day, Radahn, anti-fun. I had to use Ring of Light. And the fight wasn't even that long. It was what, maybe 20, 30 Rings of Light to beat him? But that is it for this challenge. Miquella beat Miquella. Now I shall be the god of the next stage. So either way it goes, I had a lot of fun. It took not as long as Black Knife Assassin, actually. I had to learn to parry to beat Radahn with Black Knife Assassin. So that took about 12 hours. This took about 7 hours? Just because I've never been a caster before, so it took some time to figure out the golden range. But regardless, thanks to those of you who tuned in, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for my next run, if I do a next run. I'm going to have to think about it, let it percolate in the old mind brain for a little while. Till then, though, thanks again for the views. I will catch y'all next time.